Viruses are the smallest of all the microbes. This means viruses are smaller than other microorganisms such as bacteria, algae, and fungi. Other microorganisms can be seen in a conventional light microscope. Viruses on the other side need an electron microscope to be seen. Now of course you might want to ask, what are this virus about? Well, a virus is a microscopic agent that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. This means they are capable of living, replicating, multiplying, in both plants and animals. Here are some distinguishable properties of viruses. They have a small piece of genetic information inside of a protective shell. So this is a diagram simplifying these characteristics. On the diagram you can notice a capsid, which houses the DNA and the RNA. On the next characteristics of virus we have this. Sometimes have another layer called an envelope around the capsid. Just as we saw in the previous diagram. This is a virus. And here are the capsid housing the RNA or DNA. Sometimes this capsid have an outer covering called an envelope. This envelope provides another layer of protection for the viral cell. The next on the list is have no cytoplasm or cellular organelles, and carry out no metabolism on their own and therefore must replicate using the host cell's metabolic machinery. Now to explain this in a more understandable way, you have to understand that viruses have both living and non-living characteristics. And this is one of the non-living characteristic. Viruses do not have cellular organelles and so cannot metabolism or replication by themselves. So they need to invade other living things before these activities can be made possible. They utilize the host's cellular machinery to carry out these activities. Meanwhile, the only living characteristic of viruses is their ability to reproduce. This is done only when they invade other living organisms and utilize their cellular machinery. On the next characteristics of viruses. Viruses contain either DNA or RNA as their genetic material, but not both. This means that only a virus can contain either only DNA or RNA. Other organisms, be it bacteria, protozoa, and the rest, can have both RNA and DNA at the same time. The last on the list is they are small in size compared to other organisms. And for general knowledge, always remember that viruses are the smallest group of organisms. Now let's head straight to virus morphology. Morphology simply means the shape or structure of viruses. A virus comes in many shapes and sizes. The shape of viruses can be classified into 4 groups: icosahedral, filamentous, enveloped, and head-tail. An icosahedron has 20 triangular faces, 30 edges, and 12 vertices, and is characterized by a 5:3:2-fold rotational symmetry. So this is a basic illustration of an icosahedral virus morphology. As you can see, these are the triangular angles. There are supposed to be 20 in number, though I doubt if this image captured the whole detail. Meanwhile, this image simplify how the 12 vertexes of an icosahedral virus lies. By the way, what are examples of viruses with an icosahedral morphology? Examples of viruses with icosahedral morphology includes rhinovirus, adenovirus, herpes virus, poliovirus. Now it is time to talk about viruses with filamentous morphology. What do they look like? And what are examples of virus with this morphology? Filamentous viruses are long and cylindrical. Many plant viruses are filamentous, including TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. For more details on filamentous morphology of virus, stick around, Subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notification, so you will be notified when we post subsequent videos elaborating more on viral morphology.